to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
I'm Tracy Smith.
Hello, and I'm Beth Venus.
And we are Girls Talk Rock.
How are you today on this beautiful, beautiful Wednesday?
We are very excited to be here today.
Yes, it's the last day of August, and we have one of my favorite live performers with us today.
Yeah, he's DJ, electronica rapper of sorts.
We're going to find out from him what he calls himself.
Yeah,
let's keep going.
We're gonna figure it out. And he's a very creative soul. So we are so glad that he's here today. He's got a great sound, a great style, and his duo is wonderful. It's called tADEOMAN. That's a small T with an ADEOMAN. You can look that up anytime you want to and check out some of his music. We're going to hear some of his music going into the second segment. So
yeah, this is a really dynamic artist. tADEOMAN, you're on live with us right now.
That's
hello,
Michael.
And welcome.
Michael tADEO.
Michael tADEO, but I'm going to call you tADEOMAN.
Hey there, how's it going?
How are
Awesome.
you? It's so great to hear you with us, and you're one of our first shows here in the new station headquarters of EnterTalk Radio.
EnterTalkRadio.com.
Welcome. We've got the whole crew here making sure everything goes smoothly.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, we're excited to talk to you today.
Well, one of the reasons we have you here is not only because we just simply adore you, but is I was at a show in House of Blues, San Diego, and I had dragged my husband to it, and he was like hemming and hawing. And then I could be honest, man, you went on stage, you were playing with a tribute, and I know that's not what we're here to talk about today, but you were playing with a Rage tribute, and you were fronting that band, and it was the most dynamic show we've seen all year. It was insane. People were going nuts on a Thursday night. The place was rocking, and the car we went home in that night could not stop talking about you. So, wow, nice. Compelling. So where do you get the energy, man? You're a high energy, electric performer. Where do you get the energy for that? And let's talk about the Rage a little bit. You were in this Rage tribute before you're doing this.
Well, it all comes from just basically being a fan of the music. Like all four of us in we're called Slaves Against the Machine, by the way. And it just comes from basically being a huge fan of the music and like being into the message, and it's a lot of fun doing. It's basically a fusion of funk, rock, and rap, and I think that's one of the best bands in the universe. Like
really
they're one of the first bands who came up with that type of fusion. So yeah.
Well, you represent it well. As far as getting that Rage Against the Machine sound, and I'm assuming that was some of the inspiration you had for what you're doing with the tADEOMAN project.
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, I have to say that I like tADEOMAN, the project. When I saw you guys at the Marrow, I was freaking out a little bit because...
You're freaking out, man!
Well, it's just that when you go out and you see a show, you don't really see like a performer. You don't see an entertainer. I think that you're both because... when you were on the stage, it was like almost like you can't take your eyes off of you and what you're doing between you and Joey. And I think that that's one thing that the listeners need to know is that not only the high energy, but the excitement and the enthusiasm and the passion for what you're doing. Now, do you call yourself electronica? Do you call yourself a rapper, a DJ? What kind of label do you put on yourself?
I would say musician and singer.
Musician.
We're going to get hardcore with you, man. When you're branding, we want to book you.
We got to brand your label, though. We got to brand your music.
Right. Yeah. There's actually been a couple of promoters who have mistakenly thought that I'm a DJ, and they put me as a DJ, and they thought I was doing a DJ set. But it's basically live music. Which, because Joe is playing live drums and I'm doing live vocals, and triggering MIDI samples, and there's a backing track, but it's very electronically sounding, like.
So you're an electronic DJ rapper. That's what I'm saying.
Well, what are the tools that you and Joey use in this show? Because this is really interesting to us and a lot of our listeners who are live musicians and going into more electronica stuff. There are so many new tools of the trade in being an electronica musician. It's not just pressing buttons. So tell us about that. Tell us what you guys are using on triggers and what you're using to get those sounds you want.
Right. Basically, what we're using is a product by Native Instruments called Machine, with an S before. It's spelled MASCHINE, and it's just a basic MIDI controller, and you can use different softwares, but it comes with its own software. It's also called Machine.
And a lot of people think it's like a DJ hookup. Is this by Native Instruments makes this? So it's like a production system, essentially, is what you're looking at. That picks up beats and it adds beats, and there's a group of buttons that you have. Now, are you or Joey doing some of that live, or are they all triggered patterns that are equated into that particular piece?
Some of them, some of them are live, and some of them are backing tracks. And Native Instruments has a lot of great plugins, and that's what a bunch of producer DJs use, such as a Dead Mouse or
right, which is
they use the Native Instruments product called Massive, and what else? FM8. Have you heard? But yeah, they're really cool plugins that you can use both live and in music production.
Well, that's a really big trend in going, well into the 21st century and really now into the teens of the 21st century. It seems like electronica is taking a new direction in not just being recorded music or something someone did in a studio somewhere, but they're taking that studio and they're also adding their live additions to it. That seems to be finding the melding of both worlds with the new technology.
Right.
And that's really exciting, because
it
I know
it's different.
What do we have? Even the big shows now, they have lots of what we call DJs, but it's electronica. So, when you're playing, are you usually playing a 1 hour set, or are you playing the whole night and entertaining for the whole evening?
Like I said, our set is not really like a DJ set. So I think the longest set that we've done is a 45-minute set.
So a showcase set, which is so cool.
Right.
And we're going to play some of your music coming into the second segment. But it's one of those things where every time I listen to it, if you spoke to someone of any age group and you mention this kind of music, they might go, I'm not really into that. And then they get a good listen and they're like, oh, that's kind of cool. I kind of
really like that. Yeah.
So right. I think it's really just exposing people to the different kinds of music. Before you were doing the Rage tribute, what kind of music brought you into Rage? Were you doing reggae? Were you doing pop? Or were you just listening to the radio, man?
I would say a little bit of everything. I grew up with musicians. Both my father and my grandfather are musicians, so I listen to everything from jazz to opera, pop, rock. But I guess I would say I was more into rock music, and it was actually my elder brother who influenced me, and he was playing the first album of Guns N' Roses, Appetite for Destruction. And
excellent.
Yeah, that's how I got into rock, and yeah.
And that's really a classic sound you're talking about. Now they call a lot of 80s music classic rock.
Well, and I want to know, who inspired you, early on? What were some of the artists that you listened to coming up that totally inspired you to do something like what you're doing now?
I would say my top 5 would be Rage Against the Machine, Guns N' Roses, Metallica, Linkin Park, Limp Bizkit. But that's only in the rock genre.
So you went for the heavier side of it, but still mainstream.
Right.
Well, it's exciting because
It's cool.
what you're doing is a collaborative, and it's what every great artist has done for centuries in putting music together. And I really love the direction this is going because it emphasizes live work, and you're doing so much vocally, and you've got Joey on the drums, and we're going to talk about him a little bit more in the next few segments because that's a really unique duo you guys have going.
Yeah,
there.
really unique.
And we really want to see and have our listeners know where you guys are. What are the kind of venues that are really most excited about finding this electronica and this combination live? It's party music. It's thump. It's party. It's fun. It's exciting.
It's popping.
And I like it way more than most DJ stuff. So I'm like
Totally
really excited about it. So are you self-managed, Michael?
Yes.
So
yes,
when you're
now.
self-managing, what are you guys doing for we got to get you with Philip Morris or something, right? But when you're looking to book, how do you sell yourself? Are you guys saying, "Oh, we're DJ electronica, we're dance music, and who's going to come on before and after you?" Those are the type of things.
When we book shows, what do you say? See where we're at.
All right, well, hold that thought, Michael, because we got to take our first commercial break. But when we come back, we're going to talk to you about tools of the trade. We're going to talk to you about who inspires you, who you'd like to tour with. Of course, the Pandora question: who do you come before or after? If we're trying to get you on Pandora, just stay with us, and we'll be right back in 3 minutes
with tADEOMAN.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Oh, man, you're listening to the sounds of tADEOMAN. And if you like that, you can see the video and you can go listen to him at www.tADEOMAN.com, which is TADEOMAN, all one word, .com. Welcome back, Michael.
Welcome.
Hello.
Cool. We love that, man. That's cool.
Okay, so you've got this great video. This little bit of a sound, and I think, and even in that song, we'll try to get the other one you asked about, you can hear some of that, like, rock background you have. I love the sound, and I love you get dancers. The only thing, there's a guy licking peanut butter off some lady's leg, and I don't know if I can get the image.
Dudes are going to love that,
I don't know if I can get the image of Joey, like, licking his drumsticks out of my mind. But hey, that's what it's all about, right? So what a fun sound. What a cool thing. We're talking to Michael from tADEOMAN here on Girls Talk Rock, and we want to hear more about the creation of this really cool sound.
Yeah, how did, and tell us how you made the video.
How did we make the video?
Yeah, I mean, what did you do?
Dancers, you got peanut butter eating people, you got this old guy licking legs. Tell me, like, who wrote it, what's going on, and what's your inspiration for that? Tell us about it.
It's actually in the middle of a songwriting process. I don't know if I should say this, but I was having a writer's block. And I was eating a peanut butter sandwich that time.
That's awesome.
Hey, that's how it goes, man.
Wait a minute. Then I said, what are other meanings of peanut butter? And Google gave me something. And I don't know. I don't want it to be a surprise, so you just want people to search for it. It's going to be like, it's going to say in the Urban Dictionary.
I'm going to look that puppy up right now.
No, you know, it's about the creative edge, though. That's what we love about you, because you're just that creative, and that song is super catchy. I love it.
I'm going to be singing it all the way home, and I can see at the end of the video exactly what's going on with your peanut butter.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
Yeah.
So people have to go watch the video.
A double meaning.
It is.
Right.
That's lovely. And these girls look more than happy to be supplying the peanut butter.
They do.
So we're having a good time seeing this. And is this was this your first video, or do you guys have other ones you've made? And do you use this as part of your show? Do you have this going on in a screen? Or
I don't think I've seen girls with peanut butter at the show.
Video and audio in your show?
No, this is our first video with the tADEOMAN project, and we consider it as like an experimental fun video. We were using an iPhone SE that shoots 4K, and we consider it more an experimental music video rather than an official. But we are definitely right now in the process of doing more music videos for some of the songs of the first album.
Yeah, it looks like.
Well, I have to say that the video turned out amazing. So if you're listening out there and you're a band and you don't have a lot of money to create a really expensive video, go get yourself a really nice iPhone and.
It looks amazing. It looks
Seriously.
great. And you got some great dancers.
Exactly.
And you got a good crew working with you.
Creative.
But part of what we're really interested about, and especially Tracy and I, we go to a lot of shows. We go to a lot. Cover a lot of tribute, a lot of original artists. We're at coffee houses and we're at big stadiums. We're all over the place. And, we're always trying to think where an artist fits and where we would pit talent. Or we would refer talent for a certain kind of show. So it brings us back to that question that every artist hates.
What stages? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, like where do we put tADEOMAN?
Right.
That's a good question.
They always say that.
When we book tADEOMAN, we don't say that we're a band. Well, we basically say that we're a duo, describable as Rage Against the Machine meets deadmau5, and then we provide the link, so we let them judge what they see us as. But we're actually trying to get into both worlds, both the live music scene and the club scene. So
that's a really big deal. It's a really big crossover, and I've got to share with our listeners what a kind and gentle person you are in person.
Yes,
because we've met
quiet.
in person, of course, and and how dynamic you are on stage, because
Totally.
the contrast
Day and night.
Yeah, is really day and night, and it's kind of like almost talking to an alter personality when we see you on stage, because you're so pumping high with the energy.
And we need to tell everybody that you wear a mask on stage. So is that why you wear the mask? Because you can like get away from Michael tADEO and then go into the persona of tADEOMAN?
That's part of it. And another reason why I'm wearing the mask is basically it's kind of like a representation of the generation that I grew up with, listening to 90s music and then being into superheroes like Superman, Batman, Iron Man.
Cool.
Yeah.
I like the theme. It's not.
And that's another part of your creativity that we like. So you're different.
It's really unique, but at the same time, I think
it's weird.
Well, it's
not weird.
I think it's just
there's a lot of guys out there that would probably be sitting in their bedroom watching Batman and Iron Man and that over and over again. Like, I'm not going to mention any names, Lee Smith, my husband, but he loves all those movies. And my daughter and her boyfriend are 26-ish, 27, and they absolutely love Batman and Iron Man and all the superheroes.
There's a nostalgia that comes with it.
They do.
And while the sound of tADEOMAN and even that kind of edgy Rage Against the Machine is, kind of the old with the new, your sound has a real cool nostalgic vibe to it. And,
yeah, it does.
I think that's why it really connects with a lot of people.
Right.
So
that's exactly what our mission is to like open the young generation's eyes on what.
Well, let's talk younger. What about the college groups? What about is that?
What about SDSU? That'd be good to get into the loft and places like that.
Well, and the radio play. Are you guys looking for? Is that the kind of thing that you think electronic and music is focused on as well? With our, what do we call this generation? The millennials. With the new millennials, yes. So, trying to get in touch with the millennials.
And that might be a good title for your next song, Millennials. I kind of like that.
Right?
Yeah, I like it. Maybe we coined that here.
Millennial. Yeah, that's quite a group we got there.
But
it is. I'm really intrigued with getting a sound heard, because before we came over today, I was playing your music for my cross country team, and there are a bunch of teenage cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and they were all like, "What the heck is that?" They thought you think we had discovered gold.
Yeah, it's cool.
And all of a sudden, I got very cool very quickly. So it's one of those things, I think, if it touches that quickly with something, because usually I say the young people, I mean teenagers, will really tell you quickly if they don't like something. And you guys, like, that seems like that would be where you're going. Do you try to hit a lot of all ages shows, or are you doing mostly the clubs that are over 21?
We try our best to do both. I don't think we've done an all ages show yet, but we're open to every show.
I'm thinking Soma might be good for you too, because a lot of young kids love to go over there to Soma and hang out and just do the sticky floor.
That's a sticky floor show. That sounded naughty. You're naughty, Michael.
Well, the peanut butter would go along good with the sticky floor. All I'm saying.
It's my turn to get naughty. Oh my gosh. Well, part of what you're doing as well. So, what kind of prep time goes into, like, you have your regular bands, and a lot of our listeners again are these live musicians, and we are going to talk to you in our next segment about your prep time, about your music going into a live show, and whether you make it, special for every show, or if you have a set that you use programmed for the season. Yeah,
and then what your average day looks like. I mean, if you're totally booked out, and how much you practice doing this and everything else. We gotta learn all this stuff about you.
Oh my gosh! Before we go out, we have to give a big word out to Kaboo. If you don't have your tickets for Kaboo Del Mar, we're going to be there. Girls Talk Rock is going to be there, and We got Jimmy Buffett and Fall Out Boy on the 16th, Aerosmith on the 17th, Jax Johnson on the 18th. Get your Kaboo tickets.
We're thinking we're going to get backstage and talk to some of these people too. So, yeah, get ready.
See how that goes.
Kaboo.
Kaboo.
We'll be right back.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
It sounds like we are back. We were trying to get some music up there to play.
Let's
Oh,
listen.
okay, we are going to go.
Hey, but Michael, hold tight. We're going to give a little listen to another part of your promo video. Here we go. This is tADEOMAN here on Girls Talk Rock.
And that was a good way to end it. Wow, that was cool.
There's the sound.
That took us through quite a few different sounds. But man, that's cool. So anybody that wants to check him out, that's www.tadeoman.com, and that's TADEOMAN.com. You can go and look at all of his stuff, see his videos on YouTube, and just check it out. I mean, and you got to go out and see a live show, because there's nothing like Michael tADEO and tADEOMAN live.
This is really unique live, and that particular press kit right there that we just listened to, I think a lot of that was videoed over at St. Rock in Hermosa Beach. Is that correct, Michael? That looked like it was at St. Rock. And What a great location
Great
to do that, a great club. And I'd love to see you there live because I wasn't at that show.
No
and that's
doubt.
the kind of place I'd like to see you live. That place packs out and it's just a really high energy show. But in that show, you had someone on guitar, you had somebody else on a conga. So every once in a while you bring in a few more people to the party, huh? And
right.
So, and is that like, just like bringing in more energy, or is that the kind of thing like when you have a live venue?
Yeah, when
like
you have
that?
to go live.
Because that's a venue. They're looking for a show. Is it more fun just to bring in more of the crew?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, for future shows, we're thinking of changing it up every time, bringing in different players. Kind of like what Squillick does in his set. Sometimes he would bring in like a band, sometimes he would bring in just a guitar player, sometimes it's just him. And yeah, Squillick is one of my favorite DJ producer, whatever you want to call it.
No, that's awesome. I'm glad you're working with, like you said, whatever you want to call it. And the more we can get people to hear what you're doing. And I think, Tracy, and I know you're going to agree with me, a lot of people are going to identify with the sound right away. To our live musicians out there and, the standard 4-piece, 5-piece, we don't want you to get a lot of letters from you guys or be freaking out about how much we love this electronica. We're still live music fans, but this has like a live component that is so delicious. I just think it's a lot different than just pressing a pad.
And here you go. And if you're young and you're used to going out to the rave clubs, then you're going to go and you're going to see tADEOMAN. But as older people like myself,
so much older.
Oh my God, we are ancient. I still enjoy going and seeing this show because the electronica, it's put together in a different way than just going to a rave. And I just can't. First of all, I can't stand things that are repetitive. Because it drives me nuts. But this is not repetitive in a bad way.
In an 80s way.
No, it's not. It's not just a pew, 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 pew for like 10 minutes. You know what I mean? So that's part of the creativity that you bring into it, though. So tell us what stages that you really want to get into that you haven't yet so that you can reach the younger crowd and break into that scene.
I would say Echoplex.
Yeah.
For the Echo. Also, one of my favorite local bands play there, which is a 3-piece band, and there's a drummer and 2, what do you call it, synthesis?
Yeah.
Synthesis. And they use a mode, which is kind of like almost the same type of vibe that we do.
Yeah, like the tool you're using, it's really similar.
Yeah,
with
and they're called Fart Barf.
Oh, that's an interesting name.
Sounds like,
yes, definitely.
Sounds like Bart Simpson.
Yeah, they're called Fart Barf, and it's hard to describe their music, but it's kind of like Daft Punk, a live version of Daft Punk. And they also wear masks.
I was going to say, they wear masks. Masks with the beards and big teeth and open mouths.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So they're kind of ape-like.
They're looking a little spooky, but I bet you they sound good
on a touchscreen future, like the way they're defined. And they're that sounds like that's the kind of band, like that'd be a great co-headliner. So this is the kind of thing we want to know from you is when you are booking and you're calling up. Let's say you're calling up St. Rock. Are we hitting them up for a show with tADEOMAN and Fart Barf? Fart Barf. Gosh, coming both ways. I can't say it right. I could, with Fart Barf.
She'll get it. She's old.
Oh, man, I'll get it. So is that the kind of a co-headliner situation you guys are looking for when you are out making your schedule?
For now, it's really hard to find. I mean, I probably haven't done my homework, but for me, that's the closest band that we can think of that would be a good fit. Doing the same bill. And in fact, we played with him a couple of times. We've done St. Rock with him, and even with our tribute to Rage, Plays Against Machine, we played with him in the standing room,
right? Yeah. So that's like a good calling. Are they a San Diego or LA or Orange County home-based group?
What's that?
Where are they out of? Are they out of LA or San Diego or?
Yeah, they're based in Los Angeles.
Yeah, so everybody listening, give it a call out. How can you not remember this name? To Fart Barf, and I'm going to make sure I contact them today and let them know they came up online.
We'll see if we can get a show together.
But tADEOMAN is what we're really most excited about because it is this collaboration, is this connection of kind of old and new electronica, DJ, and also live rock. Solid rock performance that really lights up a room.
Now, you did say that your tribute to Rage is done. Are you starting anything new? Because I thought I saw something where something new was coming down.
No, that is not true. Slaves Against the Machine is still Slaves Against the Machine. We're just having new members, and in fact, I also wanted to promote our show, which is going to be on the 14th of October.
Awesome.
That same day, tADEOMAN is playing. It's a festival called Long Beach Zombie Fest. We're going to be on stage at 5 p.m. and then Slaves Against the Machine is headlining that same night.
Oh, cool. So your band's still together. You're just getting new members worked in.
Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Well, Zombie Fest sounds like a great place. I'm looking at the schedule right now, and we're just looking at this has got a lot of good rage and music going for you guys. I love it. It says "Come Dead or Alive."
Do people dress up or what?
Yeah, are you guys going to do more than you normally do, or
is it like zombie dress up or what?
It's going to be a surprise.
Oh, okay, cool.
For our listeners out there,
there's going to be a lot of Living Dead. There's going to be a lot of craziness, good music and good vibes.
All right, well, you heard it here on Girls Talk Rock. You got to get out to Zombie Fest.
Well, and they have a whole Zombie Fest photo booth and souvenirs with general admission over there. And what do they have? The mobile live action escape room, LA attraction, escape room.
Escape room, that sounds
so it looks like
spooky.
they're going to have a lot of activities besides the music. And then, of course, when you guys start playing, it's, they're just going to charge towards you because you guys are the bomb. Do you guys have a lot of fans you're drawing? What is your fan base right now? Are you looking at, they're relying on you bringing all your folks, or are you at the stage where you just say, we're going to be there and let them come? If you build it, they will come. What do you do on the media and social marketing?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what do you do for social media and marketing when you're playing an event? Are you promoting with the other bands or with Zombie Fest, or are you just like, hey, we're there, baby, what else?
No, yeah, I like I said, I mean, for both Slaves Against the Machine and tADEOMAN, we don't have other people working with us, so I'm kind of self-managing both projects. And yes, I do promote on social media.
Hey, we're going to come right back with tADEOMAN. This is Tracy Smith.
And Beth Meese.
And we're Girls Talk Rock. We're here with tADEOMAN, and we'll stay tuned for the next segment. We're going to hear some more music of tADEOMAN at House of Blues.
And we are also on Enter Talk. That's ENTERTALK radio.com network. We'll be right back.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit mozeguitars.com or their Facebook page. mozeguitars.com, 619-698-1185.
Talk to me.
Information, news, and entertainment on demand.
WSRadio.com.
Welcome to Girls Talk Rock, where the musician's creativity finds its voice. And here are your hosts, Tracy Smith and Beth Venus.
Check, 1, 2. Let me never forget the impulse of present without distraction. No feeling that can be extended with attraction. Next to rascals like I got no balls. Hanging with all the kids, wanting to get it out of the halls. Won't understand what it takes. You will talk to say bye. You will talk to say goodbye. Push up on the small ball. But you're next to me. Then I feel like a stranger. I'm like a sleeping occupied. We're all at preoccupied. We're all at preoccupied.
All right, we wanted to come into that fourth segment real quick there with the last video that we found on YouTube.
Oh, wow. I love it. From
That was
House of
fun.
Blues.
That was fun.
So I was there at that show, man. I was there.
You're
And
listening to Michael tADEO of
Oh, you were?
tADEOMAN?
I was
Yes.
there. I was in the sound
Well,
booth
Beth
with
was.
Rodney. Yeah, I was hanging out. And when you said everybody jump, everybody
That was
jumped.
Everybody jumped, literally.
That was Joe. Yeah, I can't be here today. He's on call for something. He's a doctor. He's a musician. He's everything.
He's the man,
Wow.
man.
He's-
And
he's
Joey,
cool.
we want everybody to know, is part of the duo that is tADEOMAN. And usually
Yes.
Joey's on drums. He can be seen now infamously licking his drumsticks on the peanut butter and jelly video. But we know him more as just a really great musician.
Hey, tell us a
and,
little bit about his kit. Now, is it just shortened, or what's the deal with his kit? Is it just closer to the ground, or what? Because it actually looks like a smaller kit. We were mentioning that.
We were like, it's like a Ringo Starr kit. It's like, it's not.
No, it's a regular kit that is all just set, like written down, and
he's
just regular.
it's amazing.
He's got a couple. Yeah, he's got DW, Tama. He's got a jazz kit at home.
Like a jazz kit. Yeah,
That's
the
maybe
first
what
thing
it
I
was.
said.
Okay, yeah.
And we were kind of saying, like there's so many drummers who try to come out with like their big rush kits, and they have like 500 toms, and they're trying to make a presence. And he gets out there with that. It's actually
Small
a small kit.
Yeah.
And he just totally cranks it. So we're just like,
I do know that he's using a special drumstick, but I forgot what it is.
and he likes to lick it. He likes
Yeah,
to
well,
lick
evidently he likes
the
to lick it.
drumstick.
That's right.
He's going to listen to this and go,
Got
boy,
peanut butter all over it.
that Venus just wants to watch me lick the drumstick.
All right, well, tell us briefly about your future. What do you got planned for the future right now? What's coming up?
Right now, we are working on a new EP. At the same time, with the music videos for the first album, but the new EP probably will be released in a couple of years.
In a couple of years.
You're
No,
right.
and tell us, do you do all the
definitely
work? Do you do all your own work in the studio or on your computer, or how do you do that?
A little bit of both. I would say 60% on the computer, and then recording at the studio.
And then to
vocals,
master, yeah.
of course, on the studio, and some of the live elements like drums. Even some of the tracks, they have live guitars on it.
Yeah, like you did at the
and
St.
this-
Rock show, yeah.
Yes, and this new EP is there's going to be a lot. Maybe half of them are going to have some acoustic guitar.
That's cool. Now, I have to say that to the fans listening, if you haven't seen him live, you have to go see him live.
Absolutely.
Seriously.
I'm
We've
laughing
said it about
because
12 times, but
I
you
think you
have
should
to.
run for office because,
And-
like, people follow where you lead.
and I want to say that you got to check him out, tADEOMAN.com, tADEOMAN.com. Also, coming up, so
The
let's
Zombie
see.
Fest. He's at the Laguna Beach
Yes,
Zombie Fest.
yes,
So we'll make
check
sure
him out there.
Maybe they'll give us some love over the Laguna Beach Zombie Fest.
We have to go to our Quattro questions now, Beth. Quattro.
Do we go to Quattro now?
Well, I want to now, so,
So
we
we're
don't
not
run out of
late.
time.
So we're not running out of time.
All right,
Okay,
so
are you
Michael,
ready? Are you ready, Michael? Are
we
you
ask
ready?
we ask you 4 crazy questions, and we just like to get your crazy answers.
Quick
so.
response. Don't think too hard.
All right, question number 1. If you could go to any planet, which one would you choose?
Mars.
Okay.
Good. Men are from Mars. Women are from Venus. Of course we
Yes.
would.
And you
okay.
are Venus, Beth Venus.
I am Beth Venus, so we would be like
Works
all
out good.
related. Okay, so here. Okay, what kind of candy are you?
Snickers.
I knew
Well,
you-
that's not a candy. That's a candy. Dynamite.
Dynamite? Oh.
Dynamite.
All right. We'll
I
roll
love
with
it.
that.
That's a good one. That's a good one. It's in a little box.
Right. Okay, so if you were if you could be any car, you could be any car. What car would you be and why?
Audi.
Oh, an Audi.
Oh, an Audi. Probably like
Because you like it fast and
the $85,000
Audi
one.
R8. I'm a huge fan of Iron Man.
Oh my
That's
gosh!
what he was riding.
I had one of those hit my daughter in her little mini, and everybody survived. It was
We're like,
amazing.
whatever.
Well, okay, here it is. You are asked to be on an international tour. Here, the caveat is it has to be supporting, opening for Justin Bieber or Katy Perry. What do you do?
I would tADEOify a Bieber song.
There you go. All right, cool.
And Mr. Bieber would be very happy indeed, I think. I think he would take that. Absolutely.
That's cool. That's cool.
I'm having it. So that's our Quattro, even though we actually came up with an extra Quattro.
No, that was it.
No, it was like, would you tour Europe or Asia?
Oh, yeah. We were saying if you had to go on tour in Europe or Asia, would you pick Europe or Asia with Katy Perry or Justin Bieber? So.
Yeah, you're stuck with Katy
With
Perry.
who?
With Katy Perry or Justin Bieber.
Katy Perry.
You're good
No,
choice.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're stuck with Katy Perry, that's cool.
Yeah.
In Europe.
You
In
wouldn't.
Europe.
Yes, you wouldn't want to get stuck with Bieber anywhere.
Katy Perry and me in Paris. It all work out just fine. Yes, that's it, boys.
Yeah, I think you should tADEOify one of Bieber's songs, though. I think that'd be fun.
Well, that's how it.
Right?
That's how it
Yeah.
begins.
That's right.
And which
Because then
is-
Bieber hears it and he goes, "Oh my God, who is this dude tADEO, man? He's doing this really awesome version of my song."
So here in the 4th segment, we do want to ask you something along those lines, though, since we're touching on it. And that is so many artists that have a really distinctive sound like you do, and you're going really strong into this electronica vibe. But metal, and
Yeah,
I love
heavier.
your voice. You just got such a great voice. But then to take it mainstream, sometimes they want you to detour your music. How protective are you of this
Your
specific
brand.
sound and this brand? And do you see other artists in your queue bending their music in a certain direction to get more attention?
I would protect it as much as I can. Like I wouldn't be told what to do. I mean, if like right now, as far as the current industry and in my observation, there's a lot of great talent out there and that have not yet been discovered. And I really want the young generation to know what it's like to hear live music. And from what I see, a lot of them don't know what it's like, and most of them are exposed to DJ producer tracks and think that think that is live music, and all you do is look at the DJ and fist bump.
Yep.
And when I'm actually doing the tribute to Rage, I've seen at Santa Fe Spring Swami, because that's an all age show, and I have seen many teens and even kids are being, blown away, and like having them first discover what really live music is.
God, that's the
best
sentiment.
That's the goal of tADEOMAN, is to kind of like convert, but just open their eyes.
That's the best sentiment that you could really have us with, because you're right. And as a player myself, working in live environments, I've co-headlined and supported many a band who had a track, and when their track died,
the band died.
The bands left the stage and had to come back, and it's a humiliation for everybody.
Yeah.
And if you're an all live package and you can get in there and do it without that support, there's a control and a really empowerment.
And I believe in creativity. So if you're not going to be creative in your music and what you're doing, then you might as well not be doing it, because you can copy somebody else, but you really need to be yourself. So it comes down to creativity.
Oh, delicious, delicious. We definitely are looking at the end of our wonderful hour with tADEOMAN, with Michael Tadeo. You can reach him at tADEOMAN.com.
That's tADEOMAN.com.
We need to make sure you all go out and check him out, and make sure you network with tADEOMAN. We also want to make sure we give a big thank you to Kaboo Del Mar.
Kaboo. And Girls Talk Rock is going to be out at Kaboo.
Are you serious about your music? Are you ready to run with the big dogs? The experts at Pitbull Audio have the gear to get you into the game. From leading manufacturers like Mesa Boogie, Fender, Pioneer, and American Audio. To sound your best, you need the best. Pitbull Audio can deliver in rehearsal, on stage, and into the big time. Dropping beats, shredding guitar, or making the crowd roar. Whatever you dream, Pitbull Audio can help make it happen. We are Pitbull Audio. We want you to play it loud. PitbullAudio.com.
Hi, I'm Tim Dolbear, the host of Sound Experience on Intertalk Radio. Each week, I talk with top professional audio engineers, producers, musicians, and the manufacturers that make the tools that we use in the studio each and every day. From capturing the perfect take to mastering your final release, and the tools and how the pros use them, we are going to dive deep into their process and learn from their experience. I look forward to you joining us each week on Sound Experience with me, your host, Tim Dolbear.
Hey, it's Catherine from Listen Local Radio. Moe's Guitars has proudly served the San Diego music community since 1975. Specializing in guitars, basses, mandolins, banjos, and ukuleles, they buy, sell, trade, and consign. If you're looking for lessons, repairs, accessories, and cool gear, you found the right place. Located in downtown La Mesa Village, stop by and check out their digs or visit moesguitars.com or their Facebook page. MOZEguitars.com, 619-698-1185.